Hello everyone, this is the help guide video and we will gonna walk through in our application and I will show you all the features and how we can log in and start a new process. So at first, this is a navigation bar on the top and we can't access all the application features without logging in. And here, as you can see, we have access to the about us page, but if I click on start process, it takes us to the login page and we cannot access this feature without logging in. And same goes for the help feature, we have to log in for that as well. So let's start with the login process. I will click on the login button here and it will take us to this login form where I can use my username and password. Username and password will be provided by the admin to the staff member that can access the processes, and admin can create or delete the accounts of the users as well. After logging in, I can access all the features. Let's start with the help page. So the help page contains all the overview of our application, and it also provides short descriptions of the question sets and why we have chosen those questions and the outcomes that we are gaining after using those questions as well. It also gives you a step-by-step guide for how to use application with these screenshots here. So we will gonna follow this process soon, that how to create new process and how to review the report, how to fill up the questions. So let's move on and create new process. So this is the list of the process. If we can access the same list using the start process button on the home page. So this list contains the description and the name of the process. We can create new process by clicking on start new process and give a title to the process and a short description as well. I will go ahead and give medical data and description. We are doing test run. So after giving a good description, I will click on save process and it will take us to the next step directly. So our process is now saved and you can access that process in our list as well, as you can see here. And to continue the process, we can click on the show and we can of course delete the processes as well. So if I click on show here, it will take us back to this page where we can edit our process. Now I will show you how we can answer these questions using a dataset. Let's continue with the process now, and I will be using the dataset on my right to answer the questions that are on my left. So this dataset is the sample dataset that can be downloaded from online, and this is just for the test purposes, and this dataset is about the brain tumor. So again, if we come on the left side, we have three set of questions. The first one is data inventory, and we can click on the icon, help icon, to get more information or more details about those inventory or data sets. We can do the same for each questions to get more description. So let's continue. So the first question will be no, we don't have any unique identifiers. Moving on, we have the geographic related information, and as I see, there is none present in the dataset, so I will skip the question. The next question is related to time and date, and I will see if there is any time and date. We do have the time and date present in our dataset. I will check if there is an option that displays and matches with our time and date, and it does. And moving on, the question 4 is about the transactions, the financial transactions, and I see we don't have any present in dataset, so I will skip the question. And the fifth question is about the demographic information, and we do have the age present in our dataset, so I will check yes. It is true that if you couldn't find the matching option, we can always select any other option that is the last option for each of the categories. And finally, we have the last question, that is free text or narrative fields, and here I can see the treatment is like free text, so I will select yes and then I will save and press next. So now we have the second set of questions that's about the prosecutor risk. We can always use the help icon to get more details and more information about the questions, but these questions are not valid for our dataset, so I will select no and then save and press next. So the last set of questions is about k-anonymity, and here we actually calculate the k-anonymity for the dataset. So the first question is no. You can always check the descriptions of each questions. And now to calculate k-anonymity, we can use different methods in like whichever method is more suitable for the dataset and is more preferred by the organization. So here I'm using a script for this dataset, and I'm getting k value for 1, and this is the script that I'm using. This is a Python script. So for each dataset we have to make some small changes to this script, and I will now head to my application, add the value 1, save next. This is the report. This gives you overall risk that are present or are possibly present in our dataset. So we have a free text, so it highlights that and give recommendations that we can completely remove it, or if there is any other unique identifier might be present in the free text. Similarly, it gives us the risk associated with indirect identifiers, where the date of the first medical condition appeared can lead to the direct identification, and it also suggests the de-identification techniques that we can use. So in our case, we can change the date to the year. So I will show you in the database, that is the date that we have here. We can change the whole date and just can take the year date instead of getting the exact date, and it will make the re-identification process much difficult for user. Now we can log out the application